Welcome. Welcome. It's May.
It is.
It's gone from winter to summer.
In one go.
Overnight.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's hot. We're not quite. It's warm.
It's warm.
It's
Got short sleeves.
Yes.
We had a meeting outside earlier. I was a little bit hot.
You were.
It was a bit hot.
Daisy was looking a little
Sunburned.
sunburned. Yeah.
Getting sunburned.
Yeah, it's exciting.
What a treat.
Hurrah! We're not freezing anymore.
I think we've had the, for everyone who isn't in the UK, I think we've had the, wettest, greyest 18 months since records began in 1853.
Yes.
So,
yeah. It's been wet.
Us Brits have been talking about the weather even more than we usually do, which is basically every second conversation I have is about the weather.
Definitely.
It's interesting.
It is. What would we do actually if, I don't know what we talk about, would we?
Probably knitting more.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Saves so much time. But yes, anyway, welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's vlog number 26. And we haven't chatted to you folks for a while, and that's because we've been busy doing all the things. In the meantime, we've had a photo shoot. We went to Wonderwool.
We went to Wonderwool. Hopefully some of you watching us came to see us.
Yeah, definitely. There were quite a few folks at Wonderwool who said they did watch the vlog.
Yeah,
so if that was you, thank you for watching. And
Hello.
Yes. So it was lovely to meet everybody there.
It is. Wonderwool's a treat. You didn't come.
Someone's got to stay here.
Someone's got to stay in mind before.
Someone has to run everything.
Exactly.
It's like 6 people is enough.
But no, it was lovely. It was such a treat seeing everyone, and it was quite busy. I feel like I didn't get around to see everything. Usually we have enough chance to kind of whiz round, look at all the stuff,
Meet all the animals.
meet all the animals.
Eat an
I
ice
didn't go and
cream.
see any animals
You
this time.
didn't?
No.
Oh, Donna, I was working you too hard.
You were.
Obviously. Terrible.
And it was so weird, wasn't it? Because the Saturday it was freezing.
Absolutely.
We were wearing all the samples.
Yeah.
Including
we
the
were.
giant blankets
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Bex was wrapped up like a little burrito in the blanket.
She was.
And then Sunday it was really warm and lovely.
It was gorgeous.
And it was
on
too
the
busy
Sunday.
for us to get an ice cream.
It
which was
was-
really sad, wasn't it?
We had a crepe instead, though,
Which was lovely.
nice. It was delicious.
Very
It
good.
was delicious. Yeah. So no, it was lovely. We had a fab time. Thanks for everyone who came to see us. And yeah,
We thought we'd talk to you about some yarn.
We
instead,
did.
You know.
that's what I was trying
Instead
to
of
say.
the weather.
We talked about the weather.
Yeah,
now
we've
we'll
got
talk
weather.
about the
Yeah.
knitting.
Yeah.
But I think there's a little video of us setting up the stand,
Oh, yes.
which we'll slot in here. So
In real time, of course.
yes,
'Cause we
that
don't
is how
really-
fast we move
Yeah.
in real life.
So this
We're
this
actually
one's
all
going to be a
just-
10-hour long vlog.
No, I mean we've built half the stand already on the sped up. I'm not sure quite how fast we're going at, but it is definitely more than twice as fast as we
Yeah.
usually do. It's like the van gets unloaded in all of 20
seconds.
Yeah, if only. Yeah.
Definitely.
We would be feeling quite shattered on the Friday
no,
night, would we,
exactly.
if it was that quick?
If it took 20
Yeah.
seconds, yeah. But yeah, there we are building the stand. And then I think there'll be a little bit of footage of us kind of pottering around the stand as well, hopefully. I'm always waving at you.
I always seem to be waving, yes. Good at my wave, my
Yeah.
royal wave.
We took lots and lots of tops with us. The way all the tops is arranged is it's all the main range things around the outside, and then Laura gathers all of our specials into the middle. So those are lovely. And we had lots of Wonderwool specials.
We did.
Quite a lot of them sold out.
Yeah, some really popular ones.
Definitely, but all the ones that haven't sold out will be on their way to the website very soon. So probably by the publishing of the vlog, they will have arrived.
Hopefully not sold out immediately.
No, there's not a lot left, is there?
No,
so,
people
yeah, they
were
all did
loving
pretty well.
them. They were beautiful. And then in Yarnland, we've got all of our specials, of course. And then there's a special yarn that we took to Wonderwool, which has come out in the middle of these 2 vlog recordings, so we haven't actually had occasion to show anyone.
No.
So shall we grab those? Show folks the special yarn?
Yeah. And then I think people have been waiting a really long time, but if you look behind us, there's yarn there.
I know.
The 4-ply's back. Still a couple of gaps. We're still labelling it, but it will all be there
very soon.
It's already.
I know. Yeah, there've been quite a lot of folk. Occasionally, people comment on the videos, and a couple of people recently have been like, "Love your vlog, but wish you had some yarn on those shelves."
So did we.
It's there now. The showroom is full.
Yeah. It's because we were making it. So Laura and Sophie have been really, really busy recreating all. How many colours are there?
115.
150. Blimey.
A lot of colours.
Takes a little while. So that's what they've been doing since the middle of winter. But yes, so
It's here.
it's here.
It's
Finally.
behind us. And it is all on sale, so don't worry. The couple empty ones, it's just that we haven't brought them downstairs yet. They do exist.
They're on the labelling desk.
Yeah, they're there.
Exactly. But that was a proper mammoth achievement, replacing both the DK and the 4-ply. So it's quite exciting to be at the end of it, really.
Thank you for bearing with us while it took us that long to do it.
What was it, a year and a half?
Yeah.
In the end?
Yeah, it has been. It's gone really quickly, actually. Surprisingly, for us anyway. But trying to do it all.
Yeah, definitely. And there's just a tiny amount of the old 4-ply left. So if you fancy a bargain, do pop over. But should we tell folks who haven't kind of heard anything? There's probably a couple of you watching who haven't heard about our knit by numbers change yet. So what we've done is we've swapped it. It used to be 100% merino, which is lovely, but those sheep live quite far away from us here in Devon. So we've swapped it for 50% local Blueface Leicester and 50% Falklands merino. So that just means that it's less air miles, it's a little bit more durable if you're making clothes with it. So yeah,
It's a little bit shinier.
a little bit shinier.
A little bit drapier.
Yeah, it's a little bit
Yeah.
drapier. Yeah,
It's really
a
lovely.
yarn.
And still really nice and soft though, especially once it's had a little bit of wear. So
We've had a lot of really lovely feedback from you about the DK since that came out in, was it October?
October of last year.
So
Yeah.
the few people who've had a chance to knit with it, most people have come back and said really very positive things, saying they absolutely loved it. So hopefully the 4-ply will be just as nice.
They're the same, definitely.
None of us have actually knitted with the 4-ply yet.
No, we need to. Really.
No, we do need to. We do need to. That's the trouble when you work here, is like, you just can't knit with all the yarn all at
We've
once.
been very busy with all of our secret knitting
Yes.
Yeah.
that you'll see in later vlogs.
Yeah, there's much secret knitting occurring.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah. I've
We're
only
getting
just
to the
got
end of
round
it,
to
though.
knitting with Yarnadelic worsted for the first time, and we've had that for God knows
while.
when did that come out?
18 months, maybe a little bit longer than that, I think. Yeah.
It's very nice.
It's lovely. I love my cardigan in it.
Yeah, definitely. But it takes some time.
Yes. So, should we show you a little bit of Wonderwool and then some specials and
Sounds
then
great.
a bit more of Knit by Numbers?
Perfect. Let's do it.
I always like to set myself a task of having a project for the shows that we go to, and this year's Wonderwool project was my Artus shawl by Natasja Hornby, Moonstruck Knits. It's lovely. I absolutely adored knitting it, and it's just so beautiful. It's in our Harvest Hues, new Harvest Hues blend, mainly in the new colours as well, which is lovely. Very much my colour palette. We've got Blackthorn, Burdock, Raindrop and Borage, and the natural is part of our Devon Naturals range, and that is Vaffel. and they all work beautifully together.
They really do.
So yeah,
and that Ethel just makes all the Harvest Hues colours.
It does, yeah. They're really nice. Yeah, it was brilliant because we've got the silver birch, which is the palest colour, but it didn't quite work as well as popping in Ethel, which was Helena's suggestion. So well done, Helena. But yeah, very, very lovely shawl. I would recommend it. It's mosaic knitting, so it's slip stitch rather than lots of stranded. So yeah,
it does have a very mega I-cord on the end, doesn't it?
It does. It's a 7-stitch I-cord bind off, but it was fun. That's all I'm saying.
How many hours did that take?
I don't want to say. But no, it's lovely. It finishes it beautifully, so it's well worth the effort.
It looks sublime, it really does.
Thank you.
And very cosy as well.
It is, it's lovely. The pattern is for sport weight, and this Harvest Hues is a 4-ply, but it still works beautifully. I used exactly the same needle, and the gauge is more or less identical.
Harvest Hues does bloom a lot.
It does, it bloomed, yeah, beautifully.
All that warbles in it makes it go,
oh, fluffy and lovely. Yeah.
And it got a lot of love at the show.
It did, yes, yeah. Sort of pride of place next to Harvest Hues. And it was, yeah, very good.
Cheers, Donna.
Thank you.
So then the other sample that was extra special that we had at Wonderwool is this, which is
all the mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Good friend, Katie, my pal, she only lives in Wales, so she dropped this off for us to put on a mannequin. What's nice about this cardie is that it is also in the new Devon Naturals, so it was quite a nice way of showcasing those. And yeah, it's very cute. It's a different style to what I would usually wear, but actually I feel quite grown up in it, despite it being covered in mushrooms. But no, it's nice. It's colour work and it's got a steek. We'll pop a little link, but it is knit in DK.
And it's Zadie and Zoe. And then it's knit by numbers and Appledore for the mini.
Yes, for
the
this
little colour
section
work.
up here.
And are those little French knots on the?
They're little French knots on the toadstools, and then there's a beautiful woodland button band as well. So
and Katie's little designs of ribbons.
Yeah, it's a very gorgeous cardie, and this is the first time I've had it on. It's reminding me I should make one, but there's always too much to do. Exactly. Pop it in the queue, maybe one day. But it was lovely seeing it on the Wonderwool stand too.
A nice little special that we took to Wonderwool was these wonderful RiverKnits hand-dyed Devon Naturals. They were really popular actually, weren't they?
Beautiful.
We've only got
these
ones left. So
more than these 7.
We've got more than these, yes.
But not much. I'm starting to panic.
Yes.
Like every time I come in, I'm now like, oh God, do I have enough?
There's very little of this left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my favourite.
Oh, you're going to have some, do you think?
I don't know. I might do. It depends.
It's hard.
We'll show you a couple of close-ups so you can see if you want any.
Yes.
Yeah. Before we
rather than
it all.
just taking it all. So here are our very exciting hand-dyed skeins with the naturals in the middle. On one side, I'll do a little pan in.
This is Blossom.
Blossom.
All the nice pinky reds.
And these are your favourites, aren't they, Hells?
Yeah, so it starts at the darkest, which is Gladys, it's quite similar to the pomegranate in Harvest Hues, but not quite the same.
It really is.
And then you've got Gertrude and Reggie and Rupert. I think it's a toss-up between Gertrude and Reggie as to which is my favourite. Although I do like how the Rupert is very flamingo coloured.
It is kind of flamingo. That is a great... Yeah, because it's got that slight... Because it's hand-dyed by Becky and Marcus, it's got that slight kind of variegation to it.
Yeah, which you can see better in the middle too, how much there's variegation. But it is also in the lighter one.
I would say the two in the middle are showing up much more similar in tone on the camera than they are actually in real life.
Yeah, Reggie is a bit brighter than it's showing.
Yeah, for sure. And then let's show folks the leaves as well.
Yep. In the middle we've got the actual one, so you can see what has been dyed onto.
So these are the naturals. That's what they look like. And Becky and Marcus have done this really clever job of like copying that gradient with their dyeing. So
yeah, so this is the leaves, and you'll notice there's one missing because we already sold out of the Rupert.
Yeah, you guys have snaffled it all.
Which was a beautiful mint green, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, this is, so the Gladys one looks quite similar to Sycamore in Harvest Hues, but again, subtly different.
Well, and it's got that bit more drape than the Harvest Hues does,
yes,
doesn't it?
And then you've got sort of getting a bit lighter and a bit in the middle. We haven't got anything that's those kind of colours in the other ranges, so they're a bit more special.
I love that palest one we've got here.
Reggie.
It's like, it's proper kind of, I don't know, it's like pistachio gelato.
Yes.
It's a really lovely kind of, it's quite a bluey green, isn't it? Still a bit of olive, but
very cool
yummy.
colour.
I think these are my favourites. I think this one here is my favourite. Donna agrees. Donna's not mic'd up, but she's agreeing with me. Lovely. Shall we show folk, shall we have a little chat about knit by numbers then, Hals?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here we are with our little yarn babies. These are nice.
I've got a very nice selection of colours for me.
You do.
We've all gone for a different theme.
Yeah.
We're standing in the wrong order for the cabinets, though, aren't we?
Ones.
We are.
I've got the pink end. And you've got the
I've got all my
orange.
favourite earth tones.
And I've gone for my greens
They
with
are
a little
beautiful.
turquoise.
Little pop.
Little pop there, which looks quite pretty actually.
Yeah.
So if anyone doesn't know, we have, is it 18? 19. 19 gradients
Wow,
of 6
90, yes.
plus the white.
Yeah. So it's very easy for all of us to choose completely different colour palettes with no overlap.
Yeah.
But it means that you've got a lot of options if you're looking to do some colour work or want to try and pick something, or like if you want to do some kind of fade. So there's 6 in each gradient, so there's plenty of options for doing fade options.
Stephen West shawls come to mind.
Lovely Stephen
or
West
one of
shawls.
Andrea Mowry's fade things if you wanted to do it in a single colour rather than like changing colour fades.
Or our pal Alex Bird, I know, designed something in, I think it was the Great Gradient that was in a liner a couple
she did it in
back.
she did one in copper and she did one in blue as well. She did a few versions of it, but
that was lovely and really used the fade. So, but I think it really comes into its own knit by numbers with the mini skeins as well, doesn't it? Because you don't need a whole 100 grams, so it's perfect for like Fair Isle and that sort of thing. If you want a slightly softer yarn to be Fair Isling with, then this is a good go-to. Should we give folk a little close-up of all of the shades rather than just these ones we've chosen for ourselves?
The ones we're taking home.
One of the darker ones and one of the lighter ones in each, so you can sort of get an idea of how that works. And then we'll put back on to show you some of the samples we've got.
Yes.
So here is the orange and yellow end of the spectrum. The copper and the mustard are nice blendy ones, and our orange is a new blended colour, which used to be a solid colour.
Yeah, all those heathers were our favourites, weren't they, Helena? So we were just trying to make more of those heathers, really.
Yeah, and the mustard has changed tone ever so slightly from the original, but is still beautiful and now has lots of little red flecky bits in it too.
It's gorgeous. And it's so nice how different the kind of pale version and the dark version look. You can really, each individual shade is very subtle, but then once you go from like a dark one to a pale one, you can really tell in there. So let's go over to the greens and the blues.
Yeah,
show
so
folks those ones.
Olive and then bottle green, grass green, teal, turquoise, denim and navy. We've got lots of greens and blues because we love a green and a blue.
I mean, we live in the woods. There's some sea.
Oh yes, again you can see they're all quite different from their light to their dark. Like the pale navy almost looks grey next to the pale denim, but it does still make a really nice neutral blue tone. And
Yeah.
that purple one pops next to it. It's quite
It
bright.
really pops, the purple, doesn't it? And the out of all of them, I would say the teal probably pops the most,
Yeah.
or the turquoise. The turquoise is like, pow.
It's a good bright colour, that one.
And then
On
going
to the pinky
over.
reds. So we've got purple, then grape, raspberry, pink, cherry red, burgundy, brown and black. And the burgundy is another one that used to be a solid colour and is now a heather, which is really nice. It's got lots of flecky colours in it now.
And show folk. There we go. It's lovely. It's quite similar to Viola Blackcurrant, if anyone remembers that. It's probably our most similar kind of item. But they make a really beautiful rainbow, all of them together. Let's see if I can I get them all in? There we go. There they all are together. Do you have a fave gradient, Hals?
Oh, I don't know. It changes. Depends on which one I've just put in the cabinet, really.
Go on, pick a top two.
I quite like grape. I think I did something with a few colours of the grape gradient years and years ago. And I think teal is another favourite. Everybody's favourite, though.
Teal is gorgeous, isn't it?
So I think that might be cheating.
I think my new favourite is the mustard ones, since we've changed them, and then bottle green. I've always loved the bottle green.
Bottle green is another favourite too. I think it was one of the first gradients to run out in the old blend.
So there we go. There's all our Knit by Numbers 4-ply. That's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months of spinning. Laura and Sophie there every day. It's quite exciting to have the achievement. Seeing them all together is very fun.
So now that we've shown you some of the close-ups of all of the different colours, we thought we'd show you some of the samples that we have. And obviously we have to start with the best ones. Meet Mouche and Hazel.
Very cute.
These guys are from Cynthia's book, Mouche and Friends. There are lots of lovely little animals in here.
They're very cute.
And obviously Mouche is the main star. And Hazel is actually made for the Knit by Numbers, but we did have kits for both of them. Little Mouche here, he's in the palest of the mustards, and his dungarees are in the navy. There's also in the kit pyjama colours.
Yes.
I think there's 2 colours for the pyjamas and for the dungarees.
And the dungarees, yeah.
And Hazel, she is in our copper colours. So she's got a little tiny bit of copper here and on her feet. And then big colour, massive tail. And then we've got her here wearing a little tiny turquoise dress. So there's also a version of the dress, which is the one in the book, which uses copper with Yandelic Ordinary Joe. So yeah,
They're
really cute. They don't take very long. They're great fun. Adults and children love them. But yes, so that's one thing that we're very excited to be able to have back again. We tried to keep it in stock as long as we could during the colour changes and had to keep going, oh, the kits are going to be these colours, but they're back in their original colours in the new one now.
Mouche no longer has a suntan.
No, yeah, he was getting darker and darker as we ran out of shades of mustard. So he went from the lightest and then got a little bit darker each time. But yeah, he's back in his original one now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have a lovely shawl in a gradient. This is Loft by Faye-Dashba Hughes. And
this comes in 2 versions. There's a knit version and a crochet version incoming. So this is one of our oldest ones. We've had it for so long, but it's such a favourite. It uses 3 colours out of the 6 gradient, so it skips. So it's either the 2nd, 4th and 6th, or the 1st, 3rd and 5th ones in the gradients. So yeah, obviously this one, the crochet one, she's done in the teal, and the knit one is in the copper. But she has done versions in loads. So we did have versions that were in grass green and the blue and lots and lots of other ones. I think she also has a cowl version, which we don't have the sample of. She's got that one, but yeah, there's lots of ways of using it. I think the cowl one, she used multiple colours as well, rather than just one gradient. But yeah,
I really like this actually. It's quite my colour.
Yeah, that one's going to go missing then.
You both are really matching your outfit.
Yeah, I was going to say this is really the same colour as the jumper.
Copper in your
you do,
plaid, don't you, Donna?
But yes, so some of our favourites. And now, Sonia, do you want to jump in and show us some jumpers?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
So I am wearing one of my absolute favourite things I've ever knitted, I think. It probably gets worn at least once a week. It is Viburna by Fabienne Gassman, and this version is actually in Harvest Hues because the Knit by Numbers was changing, but the pattern is originally designed for Knit by Numbers. It was in an issue of Liner magazine. I can't remember which one, but we'll pop a link to it in the comments. But it's in a mustard, and the woman looks so cool in the photos. So I was just like, I need to make one of those. I want to be her. Sadly, I do not look as cool, but I can only do my best. But it's a really lovely, like, relaxed fit, and I'm not sure if it's bright enough here, but the thing that's amazing about it is it's got all of this texture going on. So it's sort of like a plaid jumper, but it's like a texture plaid rather than being an actual kind of colour plaid. So there's a bit of garter stitch, and there's some broken rib, and then this like very sort of gentle slip stitch pattern. So it was very fun to knit. It was very slow going, but it was good fun. And you start at one sleeve and then go kind of over and across, cast on lots of stitches for the bottom, and then finish on the other sleeve. So it was a lot of knitting, but also because it's that different construction, it didn't feel like it took quite so long. But I would really recommend this if you're thinking of kind of making a jumper in the Knit by Numbers 4-ply. I enjoyed it. And then I'll have a little outfit change and show you our other garment too. So now I've had a little outfit change. This is lovely actually. I've never put this on before. It's got these adorable little cables just on the sleeves. And this is called Vaffel, and it's by Carrie Helene Rain. And I think it was originally in a pom-pom many moons ago. But this is also in our Knit by Numbers 4-ply. And I think this is one of the grape shades, 86 maybe not. Something similar. We'll do a link. But it's lovely. It's just this really kind of gentle, relaxed t-shirt. I think the whole thing only uses like 2 skeins for many of the sizes. It's quite a relaxed gauge. So I think this would be a much quicker knit than the other one. And being as summer's coming, weather's getting warmer, when you just need that extra layer, it's a good time. And I think Helena's gonna hop back in. You've got some cuffs on.
Yes. They have a secret colour on the inside. On both cuffs.
Yes. Fully reversible.
These use the minis.
Perfect use of mini skeins.
And who could possibly have designed this one?
I don't know. I think me. My mum has made about 20 of these. It's my mum's absolute, I know you'll be watching, hi mum. It's my mum's absolute favourite pattern.
It's always a really popular one when we have it out at shows. We just haven't really had it out because we haven't had any Knit by Numbers minis to sell anyone for so long. But yeah, it uses, so this is the whole navy gradient, most of the navy gradient, plus the white, plus the pop colour.
And the secret colour on the inside. I think what's nice about them, the reason I made them is because I work from home and I don't heat my house that much. And in the winter, I do get to a point where like, I can't actually type anymore because my hands are too
very
cold.
cosy.
Yeah, exactly. But then there's no thumb, so you've still got lots of movement.
Yeah, where they've got a sort of a splay.
Yeah.
Sort of, it means that they fit your arm, but you also can reach if you need to.
Definitely. And then you can just fold them back if they're being annoying. So.
They have cute little braids in them.
They do. Little Latvian braids.
Yeah, they're great fun.
Yeah. And then I think, Donna, could you throw me the last sample maybe? There's one more Knit by Numbers sample we have. It's very exciting. Props department and all. So this is the last sample, and it is Polkamania by our pal Felix, and she's used all the minis too.
Yeah, so this is designed that you're doing the same pattern, but you change which combo of colours. So it uses 2 full gradients of minis. So in this one, she's used the greys and the turquoise. And I think the one that she did in her original is the browns and the orange.
Yes.
So it's sort of a bit more...
Terry's chocolate orange.
Yeah, or like brickwork. She likes a lot of brickwork kind of motifs. So it's sort of like that. And she's done a couple of other similar style ones, but yeah, it's like it's a tube, so it's sort of you just go round and round and round and then graft the end together.
Yeah,
who knows where that would be. But then yeah, basically it's just each different section is a different combo of them, so you get like dark on dark, light on light, and everything in between. So like yeah, you've got the super light ones here, and in fact that is where the join is.
The really dark ones are there. Yeah. So hearing Felix talk about it, I think that's one of the things that's interesting, is you get to really experiment with how much contrast you like in your colour work knitting, and whether you want something really high contrast and visible, or I think what you've got here is beautiful with the 2 really pale ones actually, Helena.
But yeah, it just really interesting, and like you can see where it sort of fades through the different things. So that one's a really fun one and quite cosy, because it's, you know, because it's stranded colour work, it's essentially 4 thick. So very cosy.
Super warm.
Yeah.
And that's all the Knit by Numbers samples. We hope you've liked them, and we hope that maybe it's inspired you to give our new yarn a little go. If you do, definitely let us know what you think of it.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll be finding some more things for us to knit now that it's actually here. Yes. Although it might take you 2 years to get around to knitting it.
You know, things mature like a fine wine. That's what I always say to people about their stashes.
It's good that yarn doesn't go off, yeah. So that's it for today. Hopefully you saw some nice yarn.
Definitely.
Yes, some interesting samples.
Nice yarn, interesting samples.
Let us know if you're planning on making something in the Knit by Numbers.
Give us some ideas.
Yeah, we'd like some pattern ideas, please.
Please, that'd be great. And if we've given you Wonderwool envy, I would encourage you to come along next year. There's quite a lot of international folk that go these days as well.
Yes.
So.
If you can't wait that long, maybe come to our open weekend.
Yes. Yeah, come and see us.
It's
not
so
long.
soon.
Less than a month.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not ready.
We will be. We will be. You'll be ready. Yeah. You just.
We've only just finished unpacking from Wonderwool. We've got to pack it all up again.
I've already started.
Have you?
No, well, no. I've got a folder on the computer now saying Mill Open Weekend 2024. I'm thinking, okay.
It's just across the way, though.
Yeah,
it's nice knowing that if we forget something, we
it's
can
5 minutes.
Just come
not
back
3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got lots of fun stuff, so you should have a look in some of our classes.
Yeah.
Still got a few spaces left.
Definitely. The classes are so booked up this year. It's really exciting. Thanks to everyone who's booked a class. But there's still a couple slots on the visible mending, which I think is the one I was most excited about.
Yeah, we didn't get to go last year, so we booked it again this year in the hopes that for some reason we wouldn't just be busy.
Yeah, you wouldn't be working at an open weekend at all.
We wouldn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
Well.
But Molly, who's running the class, she's lovely and she's quite local, so we have been saying we need to just get ourselves all booked on for a class.
We should do it, shouldn't we?
Definitely. But there's tons of classes and lots of talks.
Still a few spaces on those. Not many,
tours as well.
And mill tours. Again, those are booking up, but there are a couple of spaces still on, and there's a couple that haven't got anyone on them yet, but not many.
Mainly
some of them are getting full.
The 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning.
We can't think why.
Any keen beans out there who want to sign up for that, please do.
Come and see what we do.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, if you're thinking about it, it is a lovely little jaunt to Devon, and it's just a really kind of relaxed, chill vibe. There's a little cafe.
And there's also, we're above the main pannier market, which is one of the most award-winning ones in the country, and that's on the Saturday morning.
That's
so there's
amazing.
also that, and there'll probably be something on the Sunday. They often have like a flea market or a plant sale or something. So there might, I don't know if there is one, but there might well be one on Sunday as well, because in the summer it does tend to get quite busy. And South Molton is just a lovely little town with lots of cute little shops.
Yeah.
So.
There was a plant fair last time, wasn't there? I think there were lots of people walking around with like lupins. And,
oh, that's right.
Like lots of folks had gone plant shopping, and I was going.
They often have very nice things there. They sometimes have a food fest, but it won't be that weekend, sadly. I know.
I'm not coming anymore.
Oh well, we have a cafe. We don't need the food fest.
True, that is
And
true.
we've got our other vendors as well coming along, doing pop-ups.
Yeah,
definitely. We've got Beth coming, so that'll be quite dangerous.
telling yarns.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll be buying lots of yarn.
Yeah.
Because we haven't got any yarn.
Katie is coming.
And Kate is coming.
So you'll be able to see the fairy ring cardigan in person on her stand, not ours this time.
And then we've also got Lucy from Exmoor on Common, which I think was maybe for all of us millfolk. We see a lot of yarn, so we're quite used to yarn. But Lucy has got lots of like other locally crafted items.
So much stuff.
It's very
ceramics
dangerous.
And books and art and random knickknacks
Cards and
all
lots of
jewellery,
lovely
all sorts of really lovely things. Most of it made locally in North Devon. Some of it made, a lot of it is made by hand somewhere in the UK, even if it's not all in Devon. But yeah, so much lovely stuff. And then we also have, first time we have Grace from Beyond Measure is joining us. So again, dangerous for us because she has all the beautiful notions.
So many beautiful notions. I was eyeing up her tape measures the other day, actually. I need a new tape
I got one of those that has all the different animals that get bigger. Like this is the one that's only like 5 centimetres long, and then
Oh, what, like, and then you end up with a blue whale.
I don't know if it goes quite that long, but yes, that's the idea. But I don't have it anymore because my nephew has it now.
Oh, dear.
Much more important for him to know exactly how long all these animals are than for me to know comparatively how long my scarf is.
Yeah, you don't need to know. Just wrap it around your neck.
So I'll need to buy a new one now.
Yeah, well, luckily she's coming to us.
Handy. It's not how we book people at all.
No,
never.
Yeah, so we hope to see you there.
Yes.
And stay tuned for one of our upcoming vlogs. I don't know which one it will end up being, but we'll be telling you all about all the special things we have this year.
Definitely. And all the things that are happening for our virtual open weekend too. So we've got lots of Scrummy yarn specials, which is maybe why Donna and I might be knitting some things in Yarnadelic, maybe.
Secret stuff.
Yeah.
So
we'll show you those soon. And we'll tell you all about who's coming to our virtual open weekend as well. So, yeah.
Looking forward to all that.
I know, me too.
But for now, we have to go off and finish all of that secret knitting.
Yes.
Because we haven't finished it yet. We're very far behind. We're sorry.
And it's board games night at the mill.
Yeah,
so
it is,
actually...
They're all waiting for us at the pub.
Yeah,
we have to go now.
We have to go to the pub and eat a burger and play some board games.
Yeah.
It's very important. So we will love you and leave you.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
See you soon.